The Eldritch Horror Shovel Table is not something I thought I would be saying today. Right, here we go, girly wigs. Hello, beautifuls. Welcome back to my Chanel, and welcome to another episode of Decorating Sense.
There is nothing appealing about this.
Or should we call it Decorating Absolute Nonsense? Is this the one with Sissy Biggers?
No.
This is the hit TV show from the early 2000s. Actually, I think it might even be the mid-90s, like 1997 kind of time, in which someone comes into your house and tells you how to decorate.
God, how awful!
Creating all sorts of, well, hideous outcomes. It's very DIY, it's very crafty, it's very, why don't we take this beautiful ornate wood and cover it in paper mache, devaluing it by 308% on the resale market.
Join us soon for some more bargain hunting, yes? Yes!
But you know what they say, you've got to have a hobby. Do you know, it's been ages since I sat down in the studio. I am just back from Stockholm Pride in Sweden, and it was an incredible experience, and there will be a video to follow over on Luxeria Labs about the whole thing. My goodness me. Swedish people, lovely. The Swedish people? Gorgeous. Well, my lovelies, make sure you're sitting down comfortably, grab yourself a beverage, and let's watch some unhinged decorating chaos, shall we? Decorating sense? Decorating chaos. I'm trying to come up with a cute little name that I can title this series of videos because it is bonk diddly onkers.
Hell!
Welcome to the show that gives you great decorating ideas
Hello.
for a lot less.
Is
I'm
it? Is that a paper mache gold star? Because you've done best in class, best in wig.
Look around.
Look around
Today,
you.
we are in farm country.
Farm?
This old farmhouse was built back in the 20s, but then it was modern.
This old farm came rumbling, baba, diddy, booby, do, decorating sense you're silly. Glue your shoes to the ceiling. Ah!
What is this sissy music?
I don't know what that was.
So our challenge today is
Which
to
20s?
recreate that
1920s?
old feel
1820s.
for under $500.
Oh, right, that's the game, isn't
We'll
it?
give a
Decorate
breakfast
for
room a
500.
complete budget makeover by installing beadboard wainscoting and splashing the walls with color. Find out how to turn old...
It reminds me of that bird. Do you remember that bird? This one. Do you see? Do you see?
And a homeowner shares her creative design secrets in the bedroom she redecorated using her kids' clothes.
Oh, lovely. Nothing says I can't let go of my children like stapling their baby clothes to the walls. Decorating sense. Oh, there she is, the 90s. Tickle that curtain and smile. Turn over this way. She's got a pillow. A tabletop? You do not want a wagon wheel tabletop.
Wagon wheel Watusi!
Oh, this is quite comforting. Beep, 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 beep. How beautiful, nostalgic, a very elegant painting, bespoke filigree artifacts at the bijoutier. That it wouldn't be in my bijoutier. Now, I don't really know a lot about decorating sense. I don't know what time of day this kind of show would have been broadcast. If it was in the UK, it would either be like a daytime kind of tweed, like a Food Network, like early afternoon, mum's at home waiting for the children to finish school to go and get them in the 90s. Or it might be like Sunday morning arts and crafts with your auntie and your grandma, that kind of a theme. Is that when decorating sense would have been?
Believe it or not, we are now in
I
a
don't believe it.
1920s kitchen, and I say believe it or not because you can see it's been updated a little bit. The cabinets are maybe 70s, 80s. It does not look old. But one thing that is old, look at these beautiful
my
floors,
shoes.
wide pine plank.
Pine?
We are going to
Danish pine?
as we do our work in the breakfast area.
Oh, right, okay. The breakfast area. Oh, imagine being so wealthy you have a breakfast area. Can you believe it? Normal houses had breakfast areas, except now the global economy in the West is forcing us all to share a family cloth.
Because the room faces north, we need to warm it up, cozy it up.
of course,
But remember, the owner loves the age of this old farmhouse. You can see it looks kind of new because the previous owners have remodeled it a couple of times.
Yes, I would
So,
suggest that.
we have Nan Sloan of Sloan
Oh,
and
hello,
Associates Design.
exit stage
She's gonna turn
left.
back time for us
Entrance.
today.
That's right.
A red lip in denim. Brave.
Good.
Family moved out here and they love this old farm.
Oh, she's got that sort of relaxed lesbian who knows what she's doing kind of vibe. Nan Sloan, interior designer. Well, we'll see about that.
I mean, they like all the old character of the farm. They found this dry sink. Actually, the homeowner found this dry sink at an antique sale.
dry sink?
It was $85.
a bargain.
Dry sink?
And you know, it's old and the paint's chipped off,
certainly is
it's
old.
cracked. This is the look that they like. This is the look that we want in this kid.
Just because something is rustic and of a time period does not mean it has to be decrepit, I would suggest. Would you have this in your house? No. I think if it was designed to look like this without fear of flaky lead paint everywhere.
Baked in a buttery, crispy flake.
Like, I live in a country house now. You cannot see what I mean, but oh God, am I going to do this? How am I going to get this back? Hang on. Would you like to look at my ceiling?
Naughty mummy.
Oh dear, hang on. Look at Mummy's ceiling. Oh, look! She's breaking the fourth dimension! I have a lovely wooden ceiling, and look at that nice wood. I feel like that wood is very appropriate for farmhouses. Oh God, am I there? My eyes are on the line. Oh, that's fine! Oh, it's fine!
How about the table? The table, that looks okay.
How about that table?
Well, the homeowner hates
Oh my
it.
God, do you remember these plants? I haven't seen one of these plants in a long time. My mum had about 19 in the house and would be very upset when they started getting sunspots from being overly watered indoors. And as a child, I was like, what do you mean plants burn if they get water on them? Surely this is a flaw in evolution! Proof of Satan! I was a disturbed child. Oh, can you tell?
Table. And you know, I don't blame her. She can't even get the leaves together anymore. There's so much food and crud, and there's Play-Doh and paint. I mean, it's...
There's a little breakfast in there.
Yeah,
I
there
can
is,
see
you
it.
know, a few
It's a
Cheerios or
family
something.
home, isn't it?
Anyway, I've
A
got a great
used
idea for
toddler.
that also, bringing in kind of the old feel. This is another find.
You're going to astroturf
This
it.
wagon wheel, if you want to give me a hand,
Wagon wheel Watusi.
is something that she found. Again, this was a $10 find at an antique sale. Look
I'm
at how
not
the paint's
surprised
all
it was
chipped off and
$10.
cracked. It's just got
It's also
wonderful
got
character.
termites, woodworm.
And for the walls, we're going with a barn red, kind of a long john red. It's just going to be a great color
What's a
on this
long
wall. It's gonna
john
be
red?
very warm.
What's a long john red? Aren't they the things that men wear when it gets cold in the winter to protect their wieners? Is that not what they do? Show us your ding dong, girl.
And not
Rich,
too dark, because I've
bold,
got an idea down below. We're
Danish.
going to put a wainscoting in here, and we're going to
wainscoting?
finish that.
What's
You know that dry
that?
sink?
Yep.
That old checked look?
That'll look fresh.
We have a procedure where we can do that on the wainscoting here, which will be in nice contrast to the red. And then a real simple window treatment up here that we're just going to hand stamp ourselves. I'm going to teach you how to do it.
Oh God, hand stamping a window treatment.
$500.
Well, that was a lot in 1997. $500 could probably buy you an entire house.
Who's this coming into my home?
Now, I don't confess to be the most profusely beautiful bijou interior designer. I have a kind of idea of what I consider design that I enjoy. It has to be functional and also look good and easy to maintain and clean. There's nothing worse than when I see people with like pebble dashed walls and it's like covered in dust and muck from daily life that can't be cleaned out. Like, I have no time in my life for any of that. I love a dark room with like elegant applique, but I also realise that my mental health cannot sustain living in dark rooms, because if I would paint my room black, after a week or so, I would be a little creature like, get out, the light, the light, the light.
Ah, the light. Ah.
And as the famous prophet once said,
Ain't nobody got time for that.
We can do it.
We can do
we
it.
can do it if you be and quo it. Right. Oh,
The stark white walls got a healthy
God,
dose of
that's
bold,
really,
red.
really magenta pink red, isn't it? That's very like, Mac had a sale on Girl About Town.
2 coats to be exact.
2 coats.
A deep, rich color like
2
this is an
shots of
instant
vodka.
way to create a warm, cozy room.
Is
And
it
keep
wa-
in
is-
mind when
hang
you're
on, though.
painting.
Like, I'm a fan of colour, and I also don't like the fact that everything used to be yellow ochre. But would you call this warm and cozy, or is this a little bit
Itsy bitsy spider crawled in my booty crack.
egregious? What about Rodriguez?
No.
Painting eating rooms like this or kitchens, you'll want to use a gloss or oil-based eggshell paint for maximum washability. Now, because
Right.
this breakfast room faces north, at first we were concerned that the red may be a bit dark, But Nan reminded me that as soon as we installed our white crackled wainscoting on the lower half of the wall, we would see an immediate difference in the light reflection in the room.
Are you sure? Now we're going to show you the crackle painting technique on the
it's a lot,
wainscoting.
isn't it?
First of all, I have to say,
For a
I was really
breakfast
surprised
room.
at how inexpensive the wainscoting was.
It's not very much money, and I picked these up, and I think they were like about $6 each.
Wainscot
And for this job, we needed 8 of them, so the total for this room was like $48.
Big change for a little amount of money.
I would recommend getting an extra one. It's not a real tough product to work with, but this is a sample board, and I tried a red undercoat, and I tried letting the wood come through.
You're not having this in your breakfast bar room area, are you? This. Trini and Susanna do the desert.
Daytime.
Up entirely. You know, you do want to probably play with it a little bit.
Oh, it reminds me of the nails we used to do. Do you remember that? Where you paint something on and then you let it crackle and it'll be like, oh, manicure, also dirty.
Whole surface, like on the floor. This is the product. It's a crackle undercoat. And I decided I didn't want the red, I just wanted the wood.
I don't want that.
So I just brushed this on evenly. And it's really, you know, just a matter of what size brush and kind of keeping the base evenly applied.
Who let these
I've got one right
people
here
do
that's
all
dried
this?
For,
Nothing about... What about Rustic Farmhouse says neon hemophyte red with crackly white crackles over wood? What says like 1920s farm barnyard life?
I'll let it dry between 1 to 4 hours.
Right,
But not overnight.
But not
hours for
overnight,
that.
no. It's whatever the chemical reaction is, it can't go too long. And then with a very loaded roller. And this is kind of the trick that I discovered. You've really...
That's a very upsetting turn of phrase, isn't it? A loaded roller.
Squeaky bum time.
I'm sure some of you have been to that party.
Clang, clang, clang went the
Neighbor!
ding, ding, ding went
My breasts!
kind of the trick that I discovered. You've really got to apply a lot of paint because you can't roll
Is she
back
like,
over anything. You just pull it, you know. I mean,
Oh, right,
you
yeah,
roll
apply it
very
directly to the other
slowly,
one as well,
But so
why
that
not?
you're getting a heavy layer of paint down.
I can see it happening right there.
Yeah, it's crackling. It's just, oh, you can see this part right here already is drying and getting that old weathered, like it's been around for 100 years.
No, I'm sorry. If you went into the Palace of Versailles, you would not see this. Hello. I'm not suggesting you should emulate the Palace of Versailles in your 1920s barn farm.
Are you sure?
Right, now what's
Installing our white crackled wainscot was very easy. The panels were put in place, and then very small finishing nails were used to attach the panels to the wall. A wainscot cap or a chair
just
rail was
asking
added
to
to
get
finish
rocked
it off
behind,
at a
isn't it?
cost of $17. So the total cost to
but a
dramatically
dado
change the walls
rail.
with wainscoting was $65.
Why would you do
And
that?
1 gallon each of crackled paint, antique white gloss paint, and primer came to $67.
God, what a
So
textured
far-
nightmare. Don't have children touch that. You get splinters, you get tetanus, psoriasis, gout.
We've spent $154.
That's $154 to
Man,
me.
I'm almost embarrassed to tell
Right,
you how
okay.
excited I am and how this turned out. It looks great.
Oh, sorry.
Well, the wagon wheel that you...
So apparently the title scene was a prophecy?
Well, the wagon wheel that you and I held up,
Yep.
that's it. And what we did was sod the hub off, okay, to get a level surface. And I ordered a piece of glass that's 4 inches larger than the hub. You know, that was the big expense, $128 for the glass. But otherwise, we have the $10 wagon wheel, and then just painted the chairs and painted the table base.
And this is a huge
Huge. I mean, it opens up this room so much. It has absolutely refurbished all this furniture.
You
And
know,
it's just
I actually don't think this is the worst part of everything. It's just it's a bit much, isn't it? Like, I don't know why they couldn't have something that fit a bit better with the wagon wheel that's not just like looking down into a...
Neighbor!
But you know, glass tables, they have their place, don't they?
the bins.
I personally don't like them.
And it's just a great conversation piece.
and not too expensive.
Is it?
No!
Was worth it.
$138, I guess, is the total.
Dear.
And talking about cost,
Buggy
this
wheel
iron
table.
rod for our window treatment is
inspired
free.
rod?
It was made out of scrap metal, and the only tip I can tell you is you must have a handy welder in the family to make this rod.
And tetanus shots.
We bought 3 ready-made tab-top muslin valances at a local discount store. Each valance cost $16 for a
Wow.
total of just $48. Muslin
Gosh,
is
it really, back in the day, it really was like, we have this functional piece, but we have to hide that it's functional. Do you remember that? Back in the day, everything had a doily or a piece of something over it to decorate it to make sure you didn't know that it was there. You can't know that we have curtain rails for our curtains. Now, how dare you? We're not some common folk.
I am en route to a brothel.
Muslin is a perfect material for stamp painting.
Oh, God.
The colors in our room are cheerful and country.
Can I get a plate of mother's
So we decorated the valances with red apples and yellow pears.
Oh, God.
The yellow color was introduced because it ties in well with the antique yellow dry sink. Stamp painting
That
is simple
sink is
to
not
do,
yellow, though.
but before beginning the actual project, practice your rubber stamp design on paper to become familiar with the way the paint handles and with the shading effects you can achieve.
Yes, they look terrible.
As Nan hung the decorated valance, she told us she decided on this basic window treatment for 2 reasons. 1, there is a great view of the countryside outside the window. And 2, this is a great way to frame the natural
I just see some bins.
light that's coming in the windows.
Okay. Sorry, who said that this is the same colour as the lemons or the pears or whatever? Pear yellow. We have to use our imagination with this one a little bit, I think. Oh, what's that?
Last,
That's a lovely
the
colour.
finishing touches, the accessories,
would've
and
gotten off
lots
the
of them.
table, please.
We carried out our country farmhouse theme with oversized roosters. Roosters
you
of
did.
many styles. 2 inexpensive fruit motif prints, just $9 each.
Do you know, that's better than the last one we saw, which was like an applique.
And colorful placemats and napkins.
Okay, at least it
Finally,
matches.
chair pads to coordinate with the napkins and window valance.
I love the shelf, but I know you put it up there for more than just a decorative reason.
Well, I had to kind of hide this little thermostat, which is pretty ugly and, you know, not the most attractive thing on the wall, but we can still access it, and it's pretty well camouflaged.
Do you know, I will agree
And
with
now
that.
you ready?
Plant has that
And
has
now
in fact camouflage.
For
the
What's this?
piece de resistance. What do you think?
I love them.
I know, aren't they great?
Not the Trebra and the La Rooster.
I'm going in for the
Zebra and the jaguar?
Oh, is it a jaguar?
I didn't even know. Or is it a
Oh,
leopard?
you
But I know they go here.
They do.
Okay.
Yes, okay.
And that's it.
Best
Voila.
friends forever.
You did it.
We did it.
You
know
did it,
what?
girl.
You really did.
You made a
Bring back
mess.
the country charm of this farm kitchen. It looks fabulous.
Thanks.
Country.
And best of all, we
What
came in under
country?
budget. $2 under budget.
Two
What's
un-
our total?
$4.98.
So there you go.
Well,
Let's
would
take
you
another
look at that?
what we did.
Only $10,000 to fix. It's just so red.
Come play with us, Daddy.
Only one will make it to the pageant, girl.
Thank goodness they left the floor alone, though. It's more I just hate that, God. If you ran your finger down that crackle texture, it would just be a hospital.
When we come back, we'll show you how to take flea market finds and turn them into wonderful furniture and accessories for your home.
Oh, Novimpia will be pleased.
Anything from the chaise, my pussy.
Now, we are going to look at
Now,
some
listen to me.
absolutely magical transformations.
Right, okay.
You know, when you find something really good at a flea market or a garage sale, and you turn it into something even more special for your home.
tuberculosis?
Well, I need a little help with that magic, and I'm going to find it inside that
Is she the
barn.
sheriff? Is she the designing
Isn't this a
sheriff?
great space for creativity? Well, I'm going to show you the masters of transformation and creativity. We have Jim Hans and Steve Dalpett. They own an
Oh.
antique and accessories store in Minneapolis, Minnesota called
Double denim.
American Island, a wonderful place. So thank you very much for being here today, but I know you're going to start by showing us
Lazing off.
Your
a
ding
magical
dong.
transformation with a very simple suitcase.
Right.
This is an ordinary suitcase that we picked up at a flea market for a few dollars.
And we're
Yes,
turning
it
it
is.
into a table.
A table. Oh, brave.
By screwing a similar suitcase down into a turned leg luggage rack.
Very
Right.
inexpensive here on top. You said
Very
right up the-
You
inexpensive.
know, if they made it look a little bit more upcycly, a little bit more fresher, gave it a lick of paint or something so that it actually fit in with the vibe, I wouldn't hate this. It does just look a little bit too
Pieces. The luggage rack itself probably cost about $8 at a sale, and the suitcase was
Where
a
are they
few
getting
dollars.
these prices?
And
Are they
not
just
only do you
making
get
them
a
up as
table,
they
but you
go?
get really storage space. This is
Yeah,
still usable.
and we'll show you later how we screwed into the luggage rack through the bottom of the suitcase.
I think
Okay,
perhaps
one
as a
more
coffee
idea.
table.
What do we have here?
What we've got here is a 19th century toll tray.
Okay,
This one is
explain toll tray to me.
Toll is just a term used for painted tin. This is a little bit as is, but it's still got some beautiful coloration on it.
It does.
And here we have a common luggage rack, which we sprayed black.
How much is something like this?
$1 million.
That probably was about $8 too.
Oh, right, okay, so we are just making it up
Combining
as
the
we go along.
you make a wonderful occasional table. And this table, you can actually use the tray to go from kitchen to living room or that kind of a thing.
Now, how sturdy is something like this? Would we have to
It's pretty
fasten
sturdy.
this?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh no.
No, you
Oh,
don't
yeah, look how
necessarily have to
sturdy.
fasten it.
Oh, gosh, look how sturdy that is. Yeah,
don't
just pop your
necessarily
baby
have
on
to
it.
fasten it. If the luggage rack can hold a suitcase, I think it can hold a tray.
Good point. Well, it
As
just looks
sturdy as
great.
my mental
Now,
health.
looking inside of this, I just wanted to point out it's good for storage.
Queen!
Great place to throw old decorating magazines.
Majesty.
And here's how we screwed through
Oh,
the
look, termites, yes.
into the luggage rack.
4 screws on either side.
Yep.
Silkworm.
Very simple, very easy.
And it
No,
looks
what are they
really
called?
special.
Silverfish?
I like that.
A weaverfish?
Well, thank
a
you for your time. I know
shark?
Steve's waiting for me with another project.
Go see what he's got to show you.
Yeah,
Okay,
please.
Steve, it's your turn to be magical.
Ooh.
We are going to transform this really simple drop
Into a coffin.
into that really cute potting table. Is that the deal?
That's
Okay, do you know what? That's more like it. It is a very egregious green, but as was the 90s.
Okay, how difficult is this going to be?
It's too hideous to describe.
you could do it in an afternoon. You could do it in 2 hours.
Really? After you show me.
Right.
Okay, how about if we start
Lots
first?
of
How much
denim.
is this?
This table or tables like
About
this
$8?
are available readily, and they're usually about $20, $30.
Where? Where have you seen a table like this for $20 to $30?
The bins.
Who?
$30.
So,
Oh, wow,
okay,
it
that
was
should be
the
pretty
90s.
easy to come up
Affordable.
with this.
Right.
How do we begin?
The first thing you do is
Set fire to it.
to remove
Is you
both of the
throw
leads.
it away.
Okay.
And that's
Start
just
again.
a matter of unscrewing the hinges. Very easy. Take
To
off both
unhinge.
leads.
Oh!
You'll take one
Title of
lead
a video.
and put it on the back of the table. That's the backsplash.
Okay.
And come over here, I'll show you on the completed table.
Oh, that's pretty.
That's it.
Okay, but it's a little higher. You added something there.
You notice that. I just added a 1x4 at the bottom to raise it up high enough to put some pots
So you
underneath.
rely
But
on
that's no big deal.
You wouldn't have to do that, no.
Okay.
MBD,
Okay,
babe.
now we have
MBD.
the other leaf. What do we do with
The
that?
second leaf you use as your shelf. So you just attach that from the back.
Okay,
Add some 2x2 supports.
okay.
The back is connected through the bottom.
Poppers do make the bottom extend.
The shelf is connected from the back.
Screws, nails, does it
do
matter?
make the
Either.
bottom extend.
I used both, as a matter of fact.
It
Oh!
looks great. So we've
He
taken
swings
a $20
both
table, spent
ways.
a little time, a little money on a little paint.
Right.
You have this great potting table.
Right,
It
and
could
this
go
is,
anywhere.
you could put this outside and actually use it, which I hope you would do, or you could have it in your house if you wanted as a decorative item.
That wouldn't be in my house.
Either way, it's just a great piece.
Okay,
Okay.
this is a fun one.
Are you
Let's
n-
say
But no, just a talking. Just some talking. A talking tutorial. You know, a voiceover.
you are a homeowner who is faced with
I was just going to say something else. You are a
nothing
homo.
of interest on that wall. You want to create kind of a focal point, something interesting in your room. Well, Jim has an answer for you.
Oh, God.
This was a blank wall, wasn't it?
Yes, this is a blank wall, just
So we
like the one you
installed
just showed.
a fireplace.
And what we did was we created this wonderful architectural feature using an antique fireplace grate as our inspiration. You'll notice this particular grate has this nice curved line that we mimicked when we made the fireplace surround itself. This is
so
just
the
lumber.
idea, if you have a blank wall that you want to really spice up for your guests to talk about when you invite them over to admire your bright red living room, is to just build a fireplace into the wall.
Of course it is.
Creating the look of a fireplace. And it
And not
ends up
even
making a
functional
wonderful
one.
place to display objects.
Display
and
your
like you said, it creates a
silverwares.
fabulous focal point for a room.
I bet it just changes a room that you put it in. doesn't it?
Completely.
Yeah. You've got a little molding under there too, right?
Yeah, just a hint of molding.
How much does something like that cost?
This particular grate cost about $150,
You couldn't
which
just
is
give it a
kind of
little
lot for a
zhuzh?
fireplace grate, but it's got the nice
Comes
wrought
with the
iron
free
detailing.
spiders.
It's absolutely gorgeous. You know what?
Oh, that's pushing
Everything is gorgeous that you've shown us. I really appreciate it. Today it's
Okay.
just been very fun.
Well, it was really fun having you here.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Like an Elnet advert in here.
I'm about to meet a homeowner who recently moved from a new big house in the city to a smaller, older farmhouse in the country.
Okay.
So as you can
Why did
imagine,
she
one of
do
her
that?
biggest challenges is working with this new limited space and a
So she
limited
filled
budget.
it.
That's why things like teal trim have to stay when she really would rather get rid of it. She just didn't have the time or the money. Right, Nancy?
Oh, God.
This is
Outed.
Nancy Chase.
Listen here, poverty.
It was
When you
everywhere.
bought the house.
All the woodwork in there, it
Nancy
was all
Chase.
teal.
So what'd you do?
Well, the walls were stark white. The trim was teal. We decided to go with a wheat to soften the teal a little
wheat.
bit.
And
we,
Not a Danish pine, a wheat.
And the second thing Nancy did was divide up the room. This room had to serve a lot of functions. Her husband had a separate office in their previous home, so in this house, his
no
office space was a
IBs.
high priority.
Do you know, the one thing it's very obvious about the 90s is that there was a thing for everything, and that everything was in one room. When was the last time you needed a ham radio with lantern and hip flask on your decorated applique bookshelf with children's painting in your office that's also a bedroom and an occasional table? Like, the 90s was just about fitting as many things in one room as possible. No wonder why we have millennial grey. We were all brought up in these eclectic, overstimulating mess houses, and now we just want nice grey, nice grey. Luckily, I am breaking out of my millennial grey into country brown.
Nancy created a private home office for him by closing off this walk-through space at the top of the stairs.
So she made the room smaller and filled it with even more things.
Bookcases on both sides.
Why?
On one side, she displays her husband's collection of Western memorabilia, and on the other side, in her husband's office,
Ketamine and MDMA.
books fill the shelves. This gives him the privacy he needs in his home office without any extra traffic disturbing him.
But it's also a bedroom.
I love what you have done above your
God,
headboard.
here
You've
we
got
go,
to
here
tell
we
me
go.
about that.
Thank you. Those are my kids' overalls. I have 2 boys and a girl, and I didn't want to stick them in a box into the basement, so I bought a little rod and hung them up.
God,
It looks great.
it really was hoarding, wasn't it? Like, back in the day, it was, we keep everything forever. Your children aren't going to wear these things again. Granted, perhaps, you know, clothes were made better back in the day, even in the 90s, so perhaps, you know, hand-me-downs would exist, but now they've been painted and attached to a curtain rod in the bedroom, so you can't ever actually reuse them because now they've become artwork.
So you know what it does for me is after a really hard day, I can come up and see those little overalls and everything's okay.
Good reminder.
Ooh.
And that's not the only proud display of her kids' stuff. Nancy cherishes each and everything her kids make or bring her. Their tiny handprints were stamped with fabric paint on a $4 chalkboard and then hung on the wall with a plate rack. What to do with all the rocks and shells those
Did we
little
just gloss
hands
over those, like,
bring
old
home
rotting
raw?
shoes?
Nancy spent $25 on a primitive storage box to house these finds.
Nancy should get a new hobby.
This is a perfect solution.
Oh,
to
look,
keep
yeah,
all the
look,
gifts
a
in
lower
one place.
bone
Now
jaw.
everyone can enjoy the treasures that are brought home.
Treasures?
And opening up the top, you can see locks of her children's first haircut.
No, not today. I'm off medication.
And other mementos that she will never part with.
This is my real hair.
Even her kids' artwork takes center stage in this bedroom.
Is it just like a guest bedroom then or something? You'd be a bit like, if you stayed there. All the music. Oh, no thank you.
Mary has had surgery on her vagina to gain what she calls the fattest vagina in the world.
Goiter.
Okay, Nancy, this is not something you see in every home, decorating with a dirty t-shirt.
No, it's not. This is a camping trip that we went on with the kids, and this is one day of my little boy's play, and I decided that it was just too great to wash. It really...
Listen, I'm all for stay-at-home mums, but we also have to check in on them to make sure they're not losing the plot and decorating their home with twigs and dirty children's clothes. Does Nancy need an intervention? A denim intervention, perhaps?
Hi, I'm Sissy Biggers. Sissy Biggers.
Explains who his personality is.
Yeah, it really says it all.
It
Okay,
does.
one more
It says a
thing.
lot.
I'm trying to think of a word to describe this.
Yeah,
I'm not
hideous,
sure what that
maybe?
word is.
Oh, God, what's this?
Would you go for odd?
Odd works.
Odd works. I mean, we got a skillet, we've got a shovel, and we have horseshoes.
Set fire to it.
The Eldritch Horror shovel table is not something I thought I would be saying today, or seeing, or doing. I think Nancy, she needs to up the dose.
When he was getting into country western, I thought I'd humor him along a little bit. So I gave this to him as a Christmas gift.
What do you think?
He thought I was insane.
What does he use it for?
Well, he's got his books in it.
Uses
He
it
keeps
for a
it by his
bin?
chair. We use it for an end table. And he
Yeah, an
uses
end
it
of
for his
life
daily
table.
Just kind of throw it over it.
You might want to think about moving it
I
someplace.
might.
Yeah,
Introduce me to
move it somewhere else, outside into the bin. My God, the state of that.
Introduce me to my new friend here. Who is
Okay,
this?
what's this?
Your new friend used to be my husband's baby blanket. My mother-in-law had it in a box in her closet forever, and I decided for another Christmas gift to have it made into a teddy bear.
Do you
So
know,
I
that's
sent it
okay,
away
I like
and
that. That's
had it done.
that's
Expensive?
lovely. Take it to
a
a
little bit
professional
pricey.
and have it made
Maybe
into
some people
something
could do it on their own.
beautiful.
You could do it on your own with your own kids.
Love that.
Okay, you found a purpose for old jeans here. What's this?
I did.
Oh God, here we go. Not the dream, the jean frame. And also the child is wearing denim. This woman's house has been denimed.
I couldn't help but wonder. Tuberculosis.
A pair of old jeans that my children wore, and they wear out the knees. You can use that bit there, and I just grabbed out my hot glue gun and started gluing away.
Memories all over in
Oh,
your
there,
bedroom, right
there.
there. Now, this may be the mark of a woman with too much imagination, maybe too much
Oh,
time on
you
her
could
hands.
say that.
a lot
Oh
of
God,
time
now
on
what's
This
this?
is a lint ball.
It is a lint ball. I needed a way to decorate a Christmas tree, so I shredded their jeans and washed them and then pulled the lint off the edges of the shreds. And tied the shreds together and used it as a garland and glued this onto a ball.
I don't know what to say. Have I slipped a disc into a different realm of reality in which lint is becoming the ultimate in decorating sense? More like decorating nonsense, girl!
And used it as an ornament.
That one is funny. Thank you very much for your, what is it, a tour of a budget country bedroom.
You're welcome.
Nothing about this is country. More like trying my patience.
Now, before you rush off to scoop up your dryer lint, I hope you'll stay with us because when we come back,
Why don't you try on that lovely wig?
For questions or comments, please write to Decorating Sense in care of
Beep, 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 beep.
HGTV.
How dare you!
Claire.
Oh, she's a spicy woman. Oh, my breast.
and we are back again in the fabulous breakfast room makeover. Nan Sloan joins me again with some tricks of the trade. You're going to share
Right,
some
what
designer
are we
advice with
trading
us,
today?
aren't you?
Trading
Well,
cards?
I think the thing that we talked about the most in this room was color.
Made a huge
yes,
change.
okay.
Huge
The
change.
colour
People are
and
sometimes a little
textural
afraid to do
nightmares.
that, and you know, it's the easiest and quickest way, and very inexpensive to really make a room change.
Some examples?
Yeah, this is a sapphire blue, I guess, that they lived with for over 10
Very
years.
intense.
Very intense and cold, and we lightened it up entirely and changed the whole.
Oh, that is so 90s. But I don't hate that, strangely enough. What does that say about me?
You are gay.
It's more almost a honey color now.
One more example?
Yeah, they had this artwork which was kind of not even.
Oh, it's like
anywhere
early
close to
Instagram. This is what we used to do before Instagram and Pinterest. We would print out photos and be like, do you remember when this happened? Followed by hours of sobbing.
It just wasn't playing well on that white wall. And, you know, we did a very dark, almost caramel color in here. It's just really rich and inviting, but it just does such a world of difference with that artwork.
That is great. You've inspired me.
Yeah, go get a gallon of paint.
Yeah, if you bring the paintbrush, I'll get the gallon of paint.
Oh,
Thank you.
What are they going to do?
And remember, with just a little bit of imagination and not a lot of money, you can create the home that you love. I'm Joan Steffen. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you, bye. Oh, here we go. Didi Barnum, it's all your fault. Well, what the fuck was that? I have no idea what fever dream I've just stepped out of, but apparently a crackle effect, blood red, wagon wheel inspired farmhouse from the 1920s was a desirable interior theme in 1997 or whatever this is from. Don't forget to check your local flea market for photo frames made from jeans. My goodness. I hope Nancy got it all out. Let's just leave it as that. I hope she got it out and she moved on. And with that, my lovelies, it's time for the Patreons. You can see yourselves scrolling past on the screen right here. If you want extra content from me, over on the Patreon, we have The Traitors UK. I believe I've just done up to episode 3. We've also got 2 episodes of Project Runway Season 2. The lost episode of Botched Girly Wigs. And we're doing a rerun of the Something About Miriam, as well as monthly live streams. And with that, I want to say a massive thank you to my top tier Patreons.
My goodness. Okay, here we go. Orkor Samoji, Jojo, A Literal Pipefish, AJ Padilla, Anthony Michael Hernandez, Ashley Lisa, Auntie Stash Hazelwood, Barry Chapman, Becky Johnson, Bex Max 3000, Bish and Bubs Quartz, Breakaway 87, Caffeinated Raptor, Callie Rose, Cammy Bryan, Cancerfish 66, Castellina, Kaz, Serafe, Shell Herman, ContraPoints, Danny, Dr. Lula, EBBB, Eli Sowers, James Azen Girl, Jennifer Herman, Jenny Talia, Lauren Kylie, Lauren, Leanne Jones, Lenore, Les Banana, Little Sizuries, Love Potion, Malfunctioning NPC, Mandy, Martin Rule, Marzipan, Minimoto, Miranda Bryant, Mo Sherman, Morgan Lathay, Ms. Kiss, OKS Kyle, Radhika Madala, Rupreet, Sarah Maria Samail, Sarah Hook, Shan Rowe, Sean Pelkey, Sky Dorim, Slayers 304937, Steph Utech, TNS Mum, Taylor Roner, the Jessica Hightower, Todd Bowley, Tony Mackers, Windy Potato, and Wizgadoogadunsk.
And I think I'm going to leave it on the note of, if you find yourself collecting lint from your dryer in the hopes of creating a beautiful Christmas ornament, it might be time to speak to someone.